guys, it's Kwana back again with another review. Hope you guys are doing awesome. So today I'm going to be reviewing The Damned. This is a movie that is being premiered at Tribeca Film Festival, and it was directed by Theodore Paulson and stars Odessa Young, Joe Cole, and Roy McCann. It is a film set in the 1800s in Iceland and follows a young widow by the name of Eva who must lead her small fishing community through a particularly harsh winter and has to decide whether or not to put their safety at risk when a ship sinks nearby. This film is an old school ghost story brought to life and follows the mythos of the Dragor. The Dragor is a spirit that appears as a man and is there to bring a curse. It was a very intense watch. It's a psychological thriller, but there's plenty of gore and guts and jump scares. But it is a very quiet film. It puts me in the mindset of The Witch, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, and it is very psychologically intense with a lot of quiet settings. To me, the star of this film was really the Icelandic setting. It's beautiful. The few daytime shots that they were able to get into this film are absolutely breathtaking. But amongst the ice and the barrenness of the land, there is terror. Terror of being alone, terror of being frozen to death, and terror of maybe spiritual beings. This film does a lot with the intersection of mythos and the mythology of Iceland, the paganism of their heritage, along with the Christianity that was taking stronghold during the 1800s. And our main character, Eva, is right in the center and has to decide which way she is going to take her people, and whether the things that she's seeing in the night are happening inside of her mind or if they are real. Of course, Roy McCann needs very little to no introduction because he was in Game of Thrones, and he is one of the most intriguing characters in the film. And then Joe Cole is someone you might be familiar with if you've watched Netflix's Peaky Blinders. I really did enjoy this film, but it is definitely not for people who enjoy a more action-packed horror film. It is very introspective, it is very quiet, it is very still, and if you enjoy films like The Witch, I think you would like this. It also kind of put me in the mind of The Mist. Really films that deal with society and whether or not the inaction of a group of people leads to their downfall just as much as making the wrong decision. And that is really what's at the heart of this film. I thought that the acting performances were subtle but very strong. It reminds me of an old school ghost story in that you don't get to know the characters extremely well. They're a very simple group of people. They really just care about their community and about protecting each other, which we do get that sense of them in the film, but the film takes place over a very short span of time, so you don't get to know the characters as much as you're dealing with the psychological nature of this horror that's at the heart of it. The ending was mostly predictable, I would say. Nevertheless, it was executed well, and I actually thought that the last sequence was very haunting in a way that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting much more of a jump scare at the end, and instead we kind of get a reveal that shakes us to our core and leaves us with the question of what would we do if we were in Eva's shoes. I'm not sure as of yet when this film is going to be released on streaming. It is going to be released on Vertigo, and it is currently premiering at Tribeca. If you like horror films, especially ones that deal with small communities of people coming together to face a potentially spiritual or supernatural entity, then I definitely think that you should check out The Damned. Let me know if there are some other films similar to it that you have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!